Unfortunately, we start thinking as if income is the outcome. It's a surrogate. It's a means to achieve something. What is that achieve? Something that you want to achieve through income. Health and happiness.
Events like what Charcha represents today really will go a long way in terms of collaborating across the social sector.
When it comes to social sector, we are not really competing, we are collaborating.
India has shown the potential to be one of the world's largest economies in the coming 3 to 5 years. I would specifically say the startup ecosystem within the country is booming, and that's where I come from. The number of unicorns that we have built in just the last 2 years is phenomenal, and them taking the Indian culture and heritage out internationally, not just crafting brands and companies for India, but also for the world, is something that I'm going to look forward to.
Events like Charcha actually bring all the stakeholders together who are working in that direction. And it is important that if we have something which can actually make a difference, we should be in a position to tell people so that they can carry it forward.
The amazing fact is the audience. They are very serious audience from different sectors, different NGOs, academicians from different countries, and there were very brilliant questions. So it is not just the panel discussion, but the interaction and the quality of audience and their involvement and interaction that mattered a lot.
The biggest message is that collaboratives are not a honeymoon. However, if you work on it, the partnership succeeds in the long term.
We feel that there is a lot of power in the alliance, lot of power in working together.
We're using internet to connect women to the GDP, adding incomes in their hands, employment, entrepreneurship, capital.
Absence of risk capital. We gravitate towards solving for more tangible here and now, the meal in front of us. And I feel like we as a sector need to wake up and to try and take more moonshots.
I think let's talk about making businesses the agents of change.
A lot of what we believe in at LinkedIn is the power of connections to unlock new jobs, new companies, new ideas that lead to new industries.
If we also were able to actually visibly see that kind of agency enhancing transformation for every woman who is in the workforce all the time, I would say an empowering DPI outcome would be something like that.
Generative AI is another area where I think we need to focus a lot more. Every innovation brings more value to the communities and people. It enables them to increase their income, and it enables them to free up time.
I thought it was wonderful to see that not everything has to be about AI, but everything has to be about the user.
There's been a big shift in the last 10 years when it comes to rural India and when it comes to access to the digital opportunity.
For example, we have up to about 47% of our rural population under extreme poverty. We are only scratching the surface. Technology really forms a critical core component of the graduation model that we implement. One, it enables us to have a rigorous program performance metric evaluation. And then number two, we also leverage tech to support our operations.
Youth still struggles to find the right opportunities. And that's where we need to come together and create that equality in access to opportunity.
You can't be in that mode where you're stuck in what you learned in college. So you have to constantly learn. So I think this distinction between learning and working needs to go away.
And I think when you're trying to solve large social problems, it can't be solved by one set of people. It requires policy makers, people on the ground, decision makers, corporates, and people with just the passion for it all come together.